What's up everyone, I'm back from vacation with a great new shirt, and I first want to thank you for all the submissions on how we should name our community. Actually, there wasn't 100% fit, so maybe you could leave some more comments, be a bit more creative. A few of them looked already pretty good, but I think you can still do better. But today we want to talk about something else. Today we want to talk about 5 debugging tips that are not really dependent on any language, so these work for every developer, and we have all experienced bugs, we've all experienced very hard bugs. So let's find out how we can, or how you can get unstuck in your code with the biggest bugs that you ever encountered. Alright, vacation mode off. And into the weekly vlog. If you're a developer, we have all experienced these moments. Why you no work? When we would just like to bang our head against the wall because there's definitely no solution for a problem. But in most cases, there are ways how you can overcome those problems even if you don't think you can find the solution. Let me share my 5 best tips from my own experience that basically always help to fix any bug or getting further into a project. Step number 1 is actually pretty easy. It is to use a decent IDE, which means a development environment that lets you work in a good way. For example, using Notepad, using the text editor or whatever it might be isn't really a smart choice for your project. So I know I started with this like 15 years ago, but today you should use something that has some code highlighting, a linter included, something like Visual Studio Code that allows you to jump between different functions, shows you if something is undefined, and this in many cases helps you to get rid of 99% of the basic common errors. And trust me, I've seen people submit questions, screenshots of their Notepad editor, so that's why I know why people are still using this. If you are using an editor like this, please just don't. Okay, so you passed the first stage, you have a decent IDE in place. That brings you basically to the standard level of a developer. Now you can do another bug. What you can do first of all, after spending like 5 minutes and don't finding a solution, is using something like this. This is called the rubber duck method, and it's actually based on the idea that you just talk about your code. If you don't want to talk with your colleagues, a little rubber duck or something else is a perfect fit for this as well. If you're currently sitting in front of your PC and think, well, this is never going to work, just give it a try next time you encounter a bug. Just go through your code and then explain it like, okay, so we got this if statement, and at this point the button should be hidden, and at this point the button will be displayed again, and then, oh, looks like we're not calling the function to display it again. That's exactly the magic of talking to someone or a little something and just explaining your code. I don't actually know the science behind this or why it works, but simply talking about your code, what it should do, sometimes gives you the idea and lets you see what you haven't seen before for whatever reason. Now you've taken the usual steps for fixing a bug, but somehow it's still not working and you feel like, I'm not sure how to fix this. At this point, your best bet is actually to take a break and get a nice cup of coffee. We've all experienced that we somehow think into the wrong direction and just our mind is just blocked. Getting a cup of coffee, perhaps talking to your colleagues about the bug, of course, always recommended as well. Otherwise, if you're working alone, maybe go out for a walk or do some sports. This will also refresh your brain and restore a bit of your mental sharpness and reframe the whole picture. So perhaps you start to think about different elements that you didn't see before, and then suddenly you find the solution after your little coffee break. So by now you got all the linting in place, it looks good, you've talked to your little duck, no response, then you took a break and still nothing worked. At this point you can get a bit frustrated, and I understand this completely. At this point it's also time to admit that this bug might take you more time than you expected in the beginning. And therefore, it is time to think bigger. And that's the time at step 4 to simplify your code. Deleting code, isolating code. All of this works great. What I mean is, you have a huge project and at some point in a huge class there's a problem, but it's connected to so many other things already in the project that you can't for 100% be sure that it isn't connected to anything else going on in the app. So what I recommend at this point is to either create a blank new project and put in only the few parts that you want to make work, or delete code that you're not using. Simplify the problem. Once you create a new project or a little setup, whatever it might be, and you add the code one by one, you see that it suddenly works, and that means there is a problem related to all the other code in your project. Maybe it's a dependency with something else, maybe it's 2 plugins just not working together. I don't know, this counts again for all the programming languages. These are just some random examples. Isolated code, take the minimum of code into a new project, see if it works, make it work there, and then transfer it to the big project. Alright, at this point you're pretty frustrated because you've taken all the steps, it is just not working, nobody has an idea why it's not working, and the advice I could give you, the 5th one, is to take a break and wait for the next day. For this, let me show you why. Don't just quit the video right now. This is not a turn your PC off and on again advice. Let me show you something in a very scientifical way. Alright, now imagine this is your day. We got the hours, this is like 8, 10, 12, 14, or if you're from the USA, this is 4 p.m. We got 2 scales on both sides. So this one here is what I would call the frustration. And on the other side, we got the mental sharpness. I don't know where to write this. Let's say here. That's not how you spell it. Sharpness. Like this. If you start the day, your mental sharpness is at a very, very high level. But of course, during the day, this declines, and after lunch, the mental sharpness really goes down. At the same time, you start the day pretty much not frustrated at all, most of the time, and you encounter a bug like here in the morning, and you don't get it fixed in the following hours. What happens is that exactly in this moment my camera also stopped because I reached the limit, so my frustration also went pretty much up. But back to the example, you start the day, you encounter the bug, your frustration goes up while you are not fixing the bug, and at this point you want to go home, you're really tired, but you want to fix the bug so hard. And I've encountered this before a lot of times. The problem is this area here. So just before leaving work, you do only want to fix this one bug, but it takes hours and hours and hours, and you don't know why you can't get it fixed. The reason is that your frustration is already pretty high at that point. And also your mental sharpness is naturally pretty low at that point. And because of this error or this gap here, you're not your best. This simply means even like there's just a semicolon missing or a little typo, at this point chances are very low that you will actually still find the bug, just because you're already so frustrated, your mind is just terrible and in a terrible condition, just wants to get it fixed, but your mental power is super low. The best thing you can do is just to wait for the next morning, which means your awareness, your mental sharpness is at the best level again, and you start at a pretty low frustration. And when you're in this area, chances are a lot higher that you can fix the biggest bugs. Alright, bugs are the reality for every developer. You don't have to fear them, but debugging the bugs and finding solutions for problems and things that don't work is a huge quality of good developers like the 10x developer we talked about in the past. As a short recap, number 1, use a decent IDE, Visual Studio Code or Xcode or whatever is appropriate for the language you're using in the framework. Number 2, use the rubber duck method or talk to somebody in your company about the problem. Number 3, take a break, get a coffee, do some sports if you can, and just get your mind a bit freedom. Number 4, delete code, simplify the solution, isolate your code, see if it works in a neutral environment. And number 4, just end the day and tackle the bug on the next day with a fresh, sharp mind. So I hope you enjoyed these tips from my experience. If you have other tips, please share them below. And also keep in mind, I'm still looking for our community name. The other names were good, but I'm not super confident about all of them. So share your thoughts below. I'm looking forward to a great week after our vacation. I hope you have a great week, you find the solution for your next bug a bit faster than before, then this video was already successful. Have a great week, write awesome code, and happy coding, Simon.